we're starting the broadcast, so Sam, stop making that like funny face, like that weird face. Hi, you're watching The Appreciationist. My name is Peter Hartman.
And I'm Valerie Soule.
And I'm Samantha Barley.
Hey, there we go. We have a great show for you tonight. But before we do that, I want to say hello to our guests in the room. Val, hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We have a great show tonight. We're talking about the growth principle. This is another in our 7 Radical Principles series. If you haven't seen the other ones, you can check them out at theappreciationist.com, as well as all our previous episodes. We're going to have a fun time here today. But before we do that, our first segment is What I Learned This Week. So I learned a lot this week. We had a wonderful conversation at our last mingle at the John Doe Bar. And I know someone there in our group. His name is Derek, and he provides always wonderful information, great stuff to look up. We talked about our inner child, and he talked about how our inner child gets stuck at different ages, and it's up to us to sort of mature that inner child. I'm not an expert on the subject, but I just found it very interesting that there's a child version of yourself that gets stuck at a certain place, and that it's up to you after your parents do what they do. It's up to you to grow and to mature that child. I don't know if you've ever met people who seem to be stuck at a certain age, a 30-year-old who's stuck at 16 or something like that. But we all have things like that, and it's fun to check it out. So you can Google it, inner child. There's something about that there. We also talked about me and not crying. So I learned not to let people know that you don't cry, because then they think something's wrong with you. Maybe something's wrong with you.
There is something, yeah.
So much.
And I also learned that Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee and very likely the President of the United States. So buckle in. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, that's what I learned this week. It's been a pretty interesting week. Let's move on to our most important segment of the show, which is called A Moment of Appreciation. And that's where we look back at the last 7 days, and we pick out something that we appreciate. It could be something good that happened that's easy to appreciate, or it could be something that wasn't so great but that you can see the value in today. Do we have a moment of appreciation? Should I go first or last, or what's the deal?
I'll go.
You'll go. So I'll go first, and then Sam will go last?
No. My inner child is saying no! I was a no child, I think. Okay.
Well, before you're no child, let's just say hello to Soule.
We have another Valerie.
Oh!
Oh!
3 vowels on the same show.
There's another Val. Oh my God. Valerie is confusing.
Is it okay if we call you Soule?
Sorry?
Is it okay if we call you Soule, since I see your name? Okay, perfect. We'll make it easier that way. Hello, Soule. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, it's really awesome. I'm really glad that you're on. What we're doing right now is just sharing a moment of appreciation. And Sam has volunteered to go first, and anybody else who wants to go afterwards. It's not mandatory, but it is mandatory. So, Sam, we'll let you go.
Okay, so my moment of appreciation, well, it just happened. So I've been talking with another member of our meetup group, Mylise, and she wants to start doing something in regards to workshops with parents. And so I suggested that she do something in my meetup group, and so we're actually planning a group discussion. It's going to be up soon. We're planning a group discussion about self-development and being a parent, and so we're both really looking forward to it. I haven't spoke about this subject in, I guess, a couple of years now. I used to work at a drug rehab center where it was women who were there with their kids, and so I worked there for a few years. I learned a lot of interesting things, and I was really helping the women to take care of themselves while having children, and so we're planning this discussion, and I'm typing it up on Meetup, and I'm getting all excited, and I'm just I'm super appreciative of it and looking forward to it, and actually doing a group with somebody else, so it'll be very fun.
Oh, that's really cool.
Nice.
That's great news. And where can people find out about this group?
Self-Discovery Montreal, Meetup.
Self-Discovery Montreal. So that's on meetup.com. Just search for Self-Discovery Montreal. And I think, are we set on the date? Do you want to say it, or?
I think we are set on the date for March 31st.
March 31st. So if you're a parent, or you're going to be a parent, maybe you're a parent and you don't know yet, Safe sex, everyone. Safe sex. So really, really cool. Really glad about that moment of appreciation. I bet she's excited too.
Yeah,
So looking
very,
forward to that.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. Who else? Anybody have a moment of appreciation you'd like to share?
I have one.
Please.
This week, I'm really grateful for my friend. She pushed me out of my comfort zone. I really don't like to drive. I don't want to drive. And we went to her store. She said, "You have to drive. You're going to drive." So, okay, I'm going to drive. And the fact that she pushed me through it, it's like, I'm glad I did it because now I feel a bit more comfortable to do it, basically. Yeah. So that's
Oh,
good.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
that's excellent. Aren't friends amazing who push us to be better versions of ourselves? Well, maybe not push, but encourage us to do so. Really, really cool. Driving. Does anybody here else have is a little like nervous about driving?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't do it often, then I feel nervous. So I totally get what you're saying. You have to like do it to feel more comfortable, and that's the same thing for many things. But good for you.
That's right. Doesn't it suck that you have to like be uncomfortable first, then you get comfortable? I mean, why can't we just be uncomfortable all the time? Well, really, really cool. Thank you for sharing that with us all. A nice moment of appreciation. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
You'll go.
Yeah. Well, my moment of appreciation, well, I had more than one, I should say, is that I figured out that in the last, like, 5 days, I've been laughing so much for the last 5 days, whether it's with my kids or with my colleagues at work, some friends, and I was like, wow, I really appreciate to have all that circle of friends with me, and you know, I had so much fun in the last 5 days, and it's still going on. Like today when I came back home, my friend called me and I talked with her on the phone, and we laughed again, and it's incredible, yeah. It's
That's really awesome.
very good feeling.
Oh, cool. It's just like a little theme here, huh?
This week, eh?
That's right. I love it. I love it so far. We have like a little theme going on with other people, with friends, with pushing us and working with us and laughing with us. That's really, really cool. Thank you for sharing that. Valerie, do you have one for us?
Yeah, it's with friends as well. On Monday, I went to see a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in about 5 weeks, and we try to see each other once a week. And so it was a lot of fun. It was like, oh my God, got so much to tell you, and what do you have to tell me? And so it was just fun moments and having tea, and she had prepared nice fruit and chocolate, and I had fun with her cat too. It was just, you know, a great, easy, comfortable moment.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just moving my lips. But really, really awesome. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, man. Good times with good people. Thank you for sharing that, Valerie. Mine is actually also with people, too. I went to a comedy show called Show Apartment. Matt Shuri puts on the show. It's in someone's apartment. I hadn't been to a show where every comedian was funny. Maybe I guess because Tom didn't perform, so that made it better. But it was really, really. I'm just joking. It was really, really funny. Show Apartment, so that's really cool. Great moments of appreciation. I love just talking about what we appreciate because it really exercises our appreciation muscles. It makes us more able to do it. I remember Val last week, I think it was, who mentioned appreciating the day, and I found myself more and more like trying to wake up to just appreciating right now, this moment, looking around and going, hey, I haven't appreciated yet today. I haven't gotten some fresh air, so it's really, really cool, and I'm really glad that you gals came out to express that here today. I had another moment of appreciation. We had a great discussion, clarity, focus, and intention. Great turnout, great people, and a great conversation about gaining focus. And you know, the thing I was trying to pick on people is that we all know what we can do to make our lives better, but we don't do it. And it always gets to me like, why don't we? Why don't we want to? So we had a really fun conversation with other people doing that. Really awesome. Let's move on with the show. The next segment is called What a Great Idea, and that's where I point you towards a product or an idea that is deserving of your attention, because whatever we give our attention to becomes a greater part of our experience. So why not give our attention to a great idea? This week, it's a little self-serving. I want to let you guys know it'll be my birthday on the 22nd. My twin brother and I, were turning 32. And we're going to be doing a mini show the day after on the 23rd, the Wednesday, called Heartmania. So anybody who's been out there wanting to hear Tom and I do comedy, it's going to be a great time. You're also going to hear from 4 other great comedians. I mean, they're all really good. You're going to laugh a lot. We're going to have a fun time. So go to the meetup page, meetup.com/TLOAMTL. That's TLOA as in the law of attraction, MTL as in Montreal, to find out more about that. Or you can just go to our Facebook page and you can check us out there. That's Heartmania.
So I assume that means no Appreciationist next week.
That's right. Oh my goodness, there's no Appreciationist next week. That's right. Good catch. Well, thank you for that. Okay, good. Look, today we're talking about the growth principle, and this is another in our series of the 7 radical principles. The growth one is actually very simple, and I think we all sort of get it. It's self-explanatory. So what we'll actually do is we'll dive into the conversation. The growth principle is this: learn a new skill. Okay, on a regular basis, develop a new skill. It could be improving a skill that you have, or it could be learning something entirely new. When you do this, you not only exercise your willpower, but you gain experience. You increase the scope of what is possible and available to you. So, for example, whether it's developing the skill to drive a little bit more. My mother, she never liked driving on the highway, and so there were tons of places she couldn't go. But when she learned to get more comfortable with driving on the highway, that opened up a wealth of possibilities for her, places that she could go. So my question for you all is, what is the last skill that you have learned or developed, or what skill have you already had that you're improving?
Right now, I'm
well, I mean the last one.
No, but it's actually perfect. I'm working on building my Facebook business page. So I'm learning. It's taking an awful long time, longer than I would like it to be, but yeah, and it's fun because I'm getting creative with it, and I'm thinking what I want to do, but also it's, you know, getting information from some of the best pages and all that kind of stuff. But so it's kind of frustrating, but at the same time rewarding. So it's I like it. Yeah, mostly.
Good. Well, I love it when people are tackling, especially these online challenges. You know, the internet's not going away, people. And when I meet people, they're like, "Oh, I don't do Facebook. Oh, I don't have a smartphone." I go, "What? What do you think is going to happen? We're not going to, unless there's a zombie apocalypse, which, you know, fingers crossed."
You're hoping.
I actually thought of you like twice this week, Val, and was saying she needs her coaching business page. I was like going to message you. It was like I thought of it a couple of times, and so I'm really glad to hear that. So just so you know, like, feel free to send me a message if you're stuck or whatnot. I can help you.
Okay, thank you very much. I've gone to see yours a few times to like, okay, how did she do this, and why did she do this, and so yeah, I've been thinking about it for months actually, but it's been bugging me in the past few weeks, and it became clear what I really wanted to do with it. So this is when I really got inspired. It's like, okay, that's what I want to do with it. So then I got going, but then I can't sleep, so that's the problem.
Well, that's the fun of learning new things. What else? Anybody else learning something new or developing a skill that they have? I mean, I started stand-up comedy. Everybody knows that, and that's really
that's not recent enough. That's too far away. You got to name something more recent for you.
It's not too recent. I think it's perfectly acceptable. I'm the host, but I get to decide what is acceptable or not. Okay.
You are learning all the time. You're learning new skills all the time. So I bet there's something that you're not even thinking of.
Can I mention something that maybe you guys are not thinking of? Sometimes it does. You don't, like you were saying, you have to be uncomfortable before you get comfortable, and this is kind of how, you know, you're learning a new skill. But maybe we can. I have an example. Like, I'm dancing again, but it's not the same as the way I used to dance. So I'm learning, and I'm putting myself in the situation of being not so good, not as good as I used to be, and being more vulnerable and dealing with it. So it's being in a different place, and really, so it's almost, it feels like going backwards, but it's not. But I was comfortable before, and I'm uncomfortable now, and it's fine, and I'm okay with it. So maybe that's another dimension.
Honestly, that's exactly what I had in mind too. I've been in the same boat. So recently, I've re-engaged myself to playing the guitar, and I used to play it all the time, and now I suck terribly at it, and it makes me sweat uncontrollably. But I'm developing that again because I want to be able to play. I want to do some jam sessions, and we have some ideas for what we want to do in the spring and the summer. So you are right, Sam. I am developing a skill, and it is playing the guitar.
It was too easy. It was too easy for you to say comedy. I couldn't leave it like that. No.
Friends who challenge you, right, Soule? You know, you need friends to challenge you, push you, annoy you, bother you. I'm kidding.
How about the next show? You play us a full song on the Appreciationist.
How about we move on to someone else?
That means it's in 2 weeks from now. You have 2 weeks, Peter.
I'm actually thinking about playing some music at Heartmania, so you might hear something coming out there. So we'll see. We'll see. No promises. No promises. Excellent. Look, is anybody else learning something new? I think we're all, we're always learning something new.
Yeah. So I am doing the internship at the greenhouse, and I had 2 workshops already where I'm learning about organic farming, compost, different plants, and things like that. Last week, the hands-on thing was just cleaning the greenhouse, so I'm not really learning there, but this Friday, I'll really be getting my hands in the dirt and starting to deal with seeds and plant things, and I'm not sure exactly what. So I'm doing that, which I'm super excited about. It's really a skill that I think that will benefit me a lot in the future. I really want to have my own garden. I want to do other things. I'm not sure what, but I really want to start honing that skill. And the second thing is I learned to play chess recently with Peter, and so I've been having fun. Honestly, like for years I was saying, oh, I want to learn chess, oh, I don't know chess, and like I just kept saying like that I couldn't do it, you know? And then I was like, Peter brought it up recently, and he said, oh, there's videos you can watch. And I was like, okay, well, this is a good opportunity to learn, to like focus, to try something new, and it really is not as difficult as I thought. I might not be like a champion yet, but I'm really not that bad, so, you know.
No, she's really, really good. You gotta like to be better. At first, it was like playing against a 5-year-old, which I have been doing. But now it's really, really cool. I think learning chess is a really cool skill, and you know, not all the skills you have to learn out there have to be complicated. You can pick up an app and learn how to play. Get the chess app from chess.com and play with us. I mean, we're always looking for people to beat mercilessly. So that's really cool, and I like how other people learning new skills helps the people in your friend circle. You know, Sam, she talked about the benefits of being in dirt, like playing with dirt. And now, you know, I look forward to it. I look forward to the spring and the summer where we can dig our toes into the dirt. I'm actually planning a bare feet meetup on the mountain where we all go up. Well, maybe we won't go there bare feet. We'll go there with shoes, but we'll take it off. And we'll dig around in the dirt and let our toes wiggle around. And there are health properties. Sam has taught me this. There are health properties. There are microbes, I think, in the dirt that actually help with stress relief, that help you to feel better. Who knew that the kids have it right? You know, play with the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
How about you guys? Anybody else have a skill that they're developing? They're learning. Maybe it's a skill that you want to learn.
Well, I'm trying to do Zumba training, and that's hard because I did it last year. So I was good, but now doing it again, it's like, oh my God, I hurt. My body's hurting. I cannot follow the steps. It's like, oh my God, but I'm keeping with it, so that's good.
Good, congratulations. That's
Very
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Oh no, that's really cool. I've seen Zumba. I've never tried it, and it's a challenge. So very, very good on you.
Is Zumba like aerobics? Like I think I've seen videos, and I'm always like wanting to try it, but you have to like really follow the moves and stuff, right?
You can do what you want, basically. It's like dancing, salsa music. It's a mix of both, basically.
Okay. So you can't, like, you don't really have to follow the steps too much because I'm really not good at that.
No, I don't follow them at this point. Just move your body and enjoy it.
I'd like to do that then, yeah.
Maybe Valerie can help you. She's good with the dancing. I don't know. I'm not good with that.
I'd love to help.
Look, you know, I love that we're sharing here. Did our friend Val say one, or did I just forget?
No, well, I start to learn Spanish.
Oh!
I'm trying. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Learning Spanish. It's cool. Why do you want to... Go ahead, Sam.
I was going to say, where are you learning? How are you learning? Because I'm doing the same thing, so.
Really? Well, my son talked to me about an app that you can download on your cell phone.
Yep.
And every day you can learn some words.
Is it Duolingo?
Yes.
All right. We can actually add each other and be like friends and see our progress if you want.
Yeah, that would be good. Nice.
That's really awesome. Why do you want to learn to speak Spanish?
Well, I have a lot of friends that speak Spanish, and it makes me, I feel frustrated when I can't understand what they're talking about. So I want to learn just to know what they're talking about. Yeah, and also to be able to talk with them, to share with them in Spanish. I mean, I love language. I mean, I learned Vietnamese, so I think it should be easy for me to learn Spanish.
Wow.
Well,
From French.
you probably have a
It's very
skill for
similar
it.
to French as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I wanted to practice speaking French, and I do so on my own time. But everybody that I'm around when I speak French to them, they were like, "Ugh, no, just don't." Like my ears, like I'm so bad at speaking.
No, you're not that bad, Peter. I've heard you before.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
I know.
No, you're fine. You're doing fine.
Actually,
You're fine, it just doesn't sound like you, that's all. We sound different when we speak another language. So that's why I'm always like turned off by it. No, stop it!
Well, Sam, when Peter speaks French, then he's just a friend. That's it. Just look at him as just a friend.
That's right. That's what I sort of like,
Who's that guy?
So when it comes to learning new skills, like did you gals find it a challenge to start this new skill, like to get the willpower there to get going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What sort of pushed you to take the plunge?
You just have to go. Don't think about it. When you think too much, you're not going to do it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right. Overthinking something you can think your way out of something. I totally get that. I know I talked myself out of the guitar for years now, and so I know that you can do that. What about the rest of you? What has caused you to want to do this new skill?
Who?
Inspiration.
Uh,
Go ahead.
no, that's okay. Go ahead.
Inspiration. I find it's really if you can make it even bigger, then at some point you just can't help it. You have to do it. It's almost spilling out of you. So it's just make your desire bigger.
Good. I really like that. What about you, Val?
For myself, I would say the first thing that makes me get into something new is curiosity. I'm a really curious person. I want to know. I want to learn. I love to learn new stuff. And when I get curious about something, that's where I try to learn.
Excellent. Overthinking. I really love that. What about you, Sam? What caused you to make yourself forward?
So it's different for each thing. Like it really depends what it is. For the greenhouse, it's inspiration and having like an idea for my future. So it was inspired action, even though it was still a little out of my comfort zone. It is like I don't know exactly what to expect, but so that one was more thinking of the future. Chess was like really choosing. I want to be like better. I want to because I know the value in trying something new, and you've talked to me about that before, and it was really like wanting to just develop myself and make the effort to do something that I wouldn't normally want to do. I'm not the type that really likes thinking too much about things. I'm the type that wants to just play in the dirt, so to learn something and focus and watch the videos about chess, it was really about, okay, this will make me better. Like this will change my brain in a way.
Awesome. I really like that. I love everything that you gals are saying. I know for myself, I'm continuously imagining the person that I'd like to be, and there are some things that I can affect, and there are other things that I can't. So the things that I can't, I just let that go. But I ask myself, this person who I want to be, what will they be good at? Will they be more social or less social? If they be more social, then they have to become more social. Will the version of myself in the future play guitar, or the version of myself take risk, be funnier, and so I take action today that connects me to who I'd like to be. So I think inspiration is a really good one. I completely understand the fact that we can overthink when it comes to new skills. So sometimes, don't think about it. Just like jump into it. Sometimes it might even be better to try something and then to let it go than to not make the effort at all. If that's the cost-benefit analysis that you can make. And then I love the curiosity. If just follow your curiosity in life. If you could just follow the thread of your curiosity, you're going to find yourself in really serendipitous circumstances. You might be learning Spanish for one reason, and then it turns out you can use it for something else. You might be learning how to Zumba for one reason, and then it could be a benefit to with something else. So I really love that. The last thing I'd like to say on the subject is, when you're learning something new, it's really good when it comes to growing. It's really good to try something that is a little beyond your comfort zone. Okay, learning a skill, learning something new that is within your comfort zone, that is good. But learning to stretch it a little bit more is an excellent way to grow. That's what growth is. Growth is sort of like expanding beyond the boundaries of what you were. But what's also important is not to take a skill or something too far that is too difficult, that you're too resistant to. Like the growth principle is not about beating yourself over the head trying something new. It's about following the natural course, and that's why when you're following what you're inspired by and what you're curious by, without allowing yourself to overthink it too much, then you're most likely to tap into something that is very appropriate for you, a match to you. Before we end the
you're sort of describing the talk that I'm going to be giving in Beloved.
Oh.
That's what it's about. It's about being uncomfortable for change.
And I'm sure you're going to have a great insight there. People should definitely hear you come out there. Before we leave the subject, before we end end the show, was there anything anybody want to add to the conversation?
I'm good.
No? We're good?
I want to see how long I can sit here and make it awkward, No, we didn't. We did. We had a great conversation. Everything has been said. We fixed the world. It's a lot of fun. I want to say I had a real blast with everybody coming out here. We had very, very minimal technical issues and very, very lovely people to talk to. I want to say thank you to our guests for coming out, Val and Soule. AKA Val, and I just want to let you, just two more things before we go. First, it's what's for dinner, and tell me something that you've eaten in the last 7 days, or it could be something that you're about to eat tonight that you enjoyed. Doesn't have to be special, just has to be something that you enjoyed. So what's for dinner?
I'll go first. Last week, I went to Lake Placid with a friend of mine on Friday, and for lunch, we were at some kind of a sports bar with a nice view of the lake and everything, and I had a blackened salmon sandwich, and it was the best salmon I've ever had. It was so good. I could have it now, again.
Oh, that sounds yummy. What did you say it was called?
It was blackened salmon.
Oh, my God, that
and
sounds...
It was on a sandwich, yeah. It was very good.
That's excellent. What about you, Sam? You eat anything good?
Yes, I just had it and then I lost it. Okay, I made vegetarian burritos this week. Burritos? Yeah, burritos. So you can actually buy veggie ground round stuff at the supermarket, but I find just that is like a little, I don't know, too weird for me. So I mixed it with like refried beans, and I put avocado and tomato and lettuce and wrapped it all up, and it was delicious. So, yeah.
You're talking about that meat substitute, right?
Yeah.
What is it called again?
I don't know.
Oh, well, anyway, it's this little meat substitute. It's at the grocery store. It makes a lot of food. It looks small, but it makes a lot. I tried it, and when I tried it, that's when I was like, oh, you know what? I could kick this meat habit someday. Someday in the future, far in the future. How about you gals? Anybody eat anything interesting?
I discovered vegan sausage last Saturday while I was at the Expo Santé. I don't know if you've heard about it. There was a lot of people there. I thought they say there was around 30,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, what you were like, I was walking and then I would spot something and look, just turn my head to look, and then I would hit someone every time I turned my head, or I would like Sorry, someone calling. Or I would like trip in other people's feet. It was like really crazy. But yeah, I discovered vegan sausage, and I was really happy because it's like it feels incredible when you can find something to substitute the kind of food you used to eat before, but that you don't want to eat anymore. So yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I want vegetarians and vegans and these people to realize that most of us are not going to change our eating habits because it's healthier for us or it's better for the planet. And not going to happen. Make a substitute, okay? Make a substitute that tastes great. I mean, geez. Anyway, what about you, Soule? You eat anything interesting?
I did a zucchini lasagna. So instead of putting the noodles, you put the slice of zucchini. So it's really good. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm going to be eating, so the 11-year-old here, she made a banana bread with pecan. She's a great baker, so I'm really looking forward to eating that tonight. It's going to be very delicious. Thank you for sharing that. Just before you go, I want to let you, everybody know on our calendar coming up for the next week or so. Sam, would you like to go first?
Yes.
Or I can go if you want.
No, I'm good. It was opening up. So this is with Self-Discovery Montreal. I have an appreciation walk along the Verdun waterfront this Saturday. We're already over 12, so maybe, well, we'll see how many people show up, but about 12 people or so. It's supposed to be a nice day, maybe a little cooler than it is today, but I'm looking forward to that. And then Tuesday, March 22nd, I'm doing a group life coaching called Handling Rejection. So we'll talk all about that. And that's enough for now.
Perfect. Valerie, Soule, you have something coming up, right?
Yes, I have. Can I mention two? Because we won't be there next week. So so I have one tomorrow, which is called, it's a workshop for the law of attraction, and it's stepping into the vision, claim your future. And it's at 6:30. There's still a couple of spots left. And next week, I have to announce it because I don't think I have announced it. I have a French discussion on Trouver votre rythme. And it's on Thursday on the 24th at the same place at Vigo at 6:30.
Perfect. Awesome. So we have a decision-making committee discussion that's this Saturday. That's going to be after the appreciation walk from Sam. And then we have Hartmania, which is going to be next week on Wednesday, so come out to that if you can. And then, of course, we have our big event, Beloved. It's going to be on March 26th, and so that's evoking the love of self and others. And like I promised, we have a winner this week. Jillian, if you're watching, you have received a free ticket to Beloved, so your name will be on the guest list there. Please come out if you'd like to. Jillian is our winner for this week. And I want to say thank you once more to everybody who participated. Thank you to our co-hosts, Samantha Barley and Valerie Soule. You can find all the information, Samantha at samanthabarley.com and Valerie Soule at thepoweroфemotion.ca. I want to say hello to thank you to our guests, Val and Soule. My goodness, I'm trying to keep the names in my head. They're all the same. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had fun. I had fun. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, that was totally fun. Okay, great.
Bye. I'm still here.
You're still here.
I'm gonna keep the show going, so you can just like leave.
Well, I'm not okay. Okay, cool. So well, look, tune in next week for another exciting episode of
The Appreciationist.
Take care.